Let's talk about noise, something that's often underestimated but has very real and lasting consequences. Now, noise isn't just an inconvenience, it can damage hearing permanently. It can cause tinnitus, it can make communication difficult, and then that in itself can increase the risk of accidents. But the important thing to remember is that all of this is preventable. Workers across many different industries are at risk of hearing damage. In fact, in the last year alone in the UK, there's been a 35% increase in noise infringements. But Abby, we want to make sure that workers and managers and business leaders all understand the risks and the steps we can take together to protect hearing and keep people safe. Constant exposure to loud tools and machinery and music and different noisy site activities, well, it doesn't just threaten hearing. It can cause stress, fatigue, mistakes to be made on site. Imagine if you're trying to have a conversation or give instruction to somebody, but whatever tool or machine they're running, whatever noise is impacting this conversation, if they mishear you, well, the consequences could be quite serious. So that's why managing noise is about both health and safety. Now, the good news is there are clear steps that we can all take. So we can assess and plan ahead. We can conduct noise assessments and think about which tools do we really need? What can we eliminate? What noisy tools or processes could we actually get rid of? We could think about engineering controls. So we could think about having things like sound barriers, mufflers, or enclosures that would help reduce the noise at source. We might want to consider administrative controls. So we could think about changing the way people work, how we manage them. So we could perhaps rotate workers. We could schedule noisy tasks to take place at quieter times. We might also look at using hearing protection, PPE, but that is going to be our last line of defense. We could look at providing things such as earplugs or earmuffs, but if we do that, we need to make sure that they fit properly, that they're being used correctly, that they're being used. And also make sure that they're maintained and they're stored correctly, because how often do you go onto site and see some ear defenders just chucked across somebody's workbench? And let's not forget about maintenance. Sometimes overlooked, but let's think having that well-serviced equipment that is going to run more quietly, more smoothly, more safely. So noise exposure, it is something that we can manage by planning carefully, by training our teams properly and using the right protective measures. We can keep workers safe and protect their long-term health. And we here at Abbey, we're here to support you. So when that is through training or toolbox talks or helping you put the right systems in place, together we can reduce noise risks and we can make workplaces safer and healthier. So what do you need? How can we help? What can we do? Or what have you already done? What have you done in your workplace to make things better, to make things quieter? Let's share the best practice and leave your comments below.